back in the house, been running around with my daughter and her fiance and enjoying a little bit of Michigan summertime. And while I was in the car, I cut on YouTube. And when you know it's another allegation. Don't the Bible say you shouldn't, but how do it go? Bear false lies or lies against your neighbor, you will be punished. You know, you just shouldn't be running around here lying. I know y'all want to believe Diddy is a monster. I know y'all want to believe Diddy is Hollywood boogeyman. I know y'all want to believe Diddy has done all these treacherous things that we have heard about. Like Suge Knight. We didn't heard these stories about Diddy and Suge Knight since them in the 90s, right? How can I put this? I'm real sick of it. Let me tell you why I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people coming on the internet, pouring out their heart to strangers, us, saying they were sexually assaulted, but not one police report. And several of you sit there and believe the bullshit. I'm just sick of it because I'm telling you like this. I didn't heard this before. This is why victims don't speak out, because nobody believe them. I've been around real victims several times, and just about every victim that I've been around have the same behavior. Victims are not quick to get on YouTube and expose what they've been through. Victims not quick to run to Tony Baby Oil Busby, 1-800-BABY OIL, and sue a predator, because most victims keep it on the inside. They ashamed and they don't want nobody to know about it. Do you hear me? A victim is not quick to tell their story to the world. So if all these people talking about all these people not lying to me, because they not acting like victims. I know what a victim act like. They can't get their story out without crying. They distraught. They embarrassed. They don't even tell their story. This is why they keep it inside so long. So when they get the opportunity to tell it, do you think they're going to tell it to the world on YouTube? You think they're going to go to Tony Busby and sue the person? Most victims ain't even thinking about money. Do you hear me? Most victims not thinking about money. Their mind so messed up. They distraught. They can't function on an everyday basis. Money is the last thing on their mind. These people running for money. Now they trying to say Biggie's small son and Diddy took advantage of him. A grown man. Now listen, before I get to that story, let me tell you this. I'm sick of these grown-ass men. Grown-ass men saying that 2 other men took advantage of them and nobody got their ass whooped. This is what I'm saying. You a grown man, dog. I don't know no real grown man would get on the internet and say Diddy took his innocence. I don't think a man, I think he'd take that to his grave. To be honest, I really think a man would take that to his grave if 2 men craped him. He like, I'm never telling nobody that shit. And quiet as kept, a real man, he going back to get Diddy. He don't care if you Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, a dancing booty old man. He coming back for vengeance. A real man, and you did that to him, you can't walk back around here no more. I don't know these kind of men. I'm like, where did they come from? Who are these people that Puffy can just take advantage of them and they don't do nothing? Puffy didn't leave with no black eye, a busted lip. He didn't beat up a bodyguard. I mean, what's wrong with these grown men? So you know, either what it's telling us, it's a bunch of G men in Hollywood. That's what it's telling me. That's what it looked like. A bunch of weak-ass G men that's trying to become famous. I'm thinking now, I don't know about y'all, that a lot of these people go around Puffy. We didn't heard the rumors. They didn't heard the rumors. But they still find themselves in a room with Puff. So I'm thinking they seeking something. They chasing fame and money, and they let Puffy turn them out. And Puffy do Puffy. He don't pay people, and then they get mad. That's the only thing I can see happening. They get mad because Puff not paying them like he said he was going to pay them. And another thing, just like with the Bill Cosby case, y'all don't pay attention to what people be saying. Do y'all know those women in Bill Cosby case said, I was in his room and then he put a Mickey in my drink. I was in his room and he put a Mickey in my drink. That went over a whole bunch of people's head, but I caught it. See, I couldn't have been a defense attorney in that case. Because I'm like, say that one more time. Where was you at? In his hotel room? Okay, what time was it? Mike Tyson, the girl was in Mike Tyson's hotel room after 2 a.m.? That's a problem. I'm not saying that's a reason to crepe somebody. Why were you in a grown married man's bedroom at a hotel? Why? By yourself? That's my first question. What were you going there to do? That's my first question. What were you going to Bill Cosby hotel room, knowing he's married, to do? You didn't did business with him all day. You didn't act. You didn't model. Y'all talked on the phone one way or another, and he invited you to his room to do what? Oh, to have a drink. Why are you having a drink with a married man in a hotel room? I just need to know that, because I learned this from Judge Judy, y'all, years ago. Somebody was similar, telling this case similar to this, and Judge Judy looked at the person, and Judge Judy made this person be accountable for her actions. No, it was a guy. Because he said he just fell into some coochie. Yeah, I just, we was around each other and stuff happened. I think it was his wife's sister or something. And Judge Judy was looking at him like this. You know how Judge Judy get down. She looking at him like this. And she said, first of all, why was you there? And she said, second, you grown. You know better. She said, I learned this at a young age. You don't put yourself in compromising positions. You don't put yourself somewhere it may harm you. And if you happen to put yourself somewhere you shouldn't be and something happened because you're too weak, you still have to be responsible for you. He was looking like, well, she came on to me, and Judge Judy was like, well, if you wasn't there. See, this is what y'all don't understand. If you wasn't there, she couldn't have came on to you. So since you put yourself in compromising positions, you about to lose your wife. Don't nobody want to hear, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I was drunk. Who responsible for you? You responsible for you. You responsible when you drink, when you're getting high, when you at a party. You got to take care of you. That's why when I go out, I'm the one that's not drinking. I'm the one that's not getting high. I'm always the one watching the purses with my back up against the wall, because everybody to me is suspect. I don't care if you're Quinta or I don't care if you're Mendingo. Everybody is suspect if I don't know you. And the ones I know, I watch them even harder, because the ones close to you are the ones that hurt you faster. The closest ones to you, the ones that hurt you faster. So this man that came out and said, Puffy and Biggie Small's son took his body pretty much. And then I'm kind of lost on this part, y'all. I'm really kind of lost. I'm going to address that in a minute, Pamela. I'm kind of lost because they said something about semen-soaked shirts that was Biggie Small. So I'm like, so now this person's saying he knew that was Biggie's shirt. It ain't making sense. You telling me a shirt from 20-some years ago. It must have been a Versace. Big as a damn bed sheet, because Biggie was a big dude. And I guess they ejaculated on Diddy's shirt, on Biggie's shirt, and they threw it on the man. First of all, how did you know that was Big's shirt? And second, why would they ejaculate on his shirt and throw it on you? And I just cannot believe if they still have Biggie clothes, and I'm sure somebody have his clothes, that they would ejaculate on Biggie's Versace shirt. I just cannot imagine that happening. Because you know how much that shirt is worth. I just cannot imagine one of them doing that on Biggie's small shirt. It just ain't adding up to me. And then I started saying, why is Biggie's son all of a sudden hanging with Diddy doing F-offs, and this man said this happened? And you know what I thought about? Have y'all heard anything about Biggie's son before Miss Wallace died? Have anybody besides him doing a little Tubi movies? Have anybody heard anything about this Faith Evans' son, y'all? This is Faith Evans' son. Have anybody heard them say anything about Faith and Biggie's son negative? Never. Let me tell you why they're saying it now. Miss Wallace just died last year or the year before last. Biggie had 2 kids. So guess who inherited all of Biggie's small shit? His children. So let me say his rich son did something to me. Before that happened, we never heard of Biggie's small son being in nothing. Now he's mega rich and he owns all big royalties with his sister. Let us sue him. Don't it make sense to y'all now? When he didn't have that money and the grandmama had it, they didn't say nothing about him. He was just cute, Biggie's small son, Faith Evans' son, light-skinned like her, and looked like Big. Nobody said nothing about this kid. Now he's rich. Oh, let's go after the gusto. And he took his daddy, legendary Versace shirt, and ejaculated and threw it on the man. This shit sound absolutely stupid. And here we go. I went on Ticket show. I like Ticket, but Ticket, I don't know what it is, brother. And he might dog me out. I don't care. Ticket, you so quick to dog your brothers. It's just like weird to me. You so quick to throw a black man under the bus, and you a black man and you can't see through the fog, and I'm a black woman and I can see the bullshit. That's strange to me. That is really strange. He on his show saying, I can't believe all these people lying. How come you can't? Okay, Ticket, this is what my question is, if we ever have a chance to talk. You can't believe they lying, but you can believe they telling the truth. And you don't know these people. Just like with me. I'm not bluntly saying they're lying. I'm saying they're not acting like victims. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying victims don't chase money. Victims chase justice. Do you hear me? Victims don't want their predator running around the streets. They could care less about their money. Because just think about it. If somebody took your innocence, especially a man, why would you want his filthy money? I don't even want your filthy ass money. I want to kill you. So why do you want something that you know he got the wrong way? So you know better than him, Cassie, if you want Diddy, wicked, nasty, filthy money. You know different than him. Because you saying he got his money the wrong way, but you want it. It's not making sense to me. The love of money is the root of all evil, Apostle Paul said. You know what I'm saying? You can't love money and chase money, because you'll keep loving money and chasing money. Is no quick way to become famous or rich. My father used to call it the microwave life. It's no microwave through life. He said, like, if you keep eating microwave food, eventually you'll get sick. And that's how it is with life. You keep chasing quick things, eventually it's going to catch up with you and destroy you. All these people that's saying stuff about Diddy, knew about Diddy, and still attended his parties. For some reason, they ended up along with this man. Just like with R. Kelly. Them girls that just did Surviving R. Kelly. Have y'all ever thought about this? Surviving R. Kelly. When was that? Less than 5 years ago. When I like that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what year did Aaliyah die? Can y'all get my likes up, please? I got 100 people just tripping. Can I get my likes up? Because I know if y'all don't like me or not, I make a lot of sense. What year did Aaliyah die? 2001. Thank you, TK. Aaliyah died 2001. Now, TK, tell me when the Surviving R. Kelly documentary came out. Can somebody tell me that? Could y'all look it up real quick? And they all went to Catholic schools. Check out Kevin. He said they all went to Catholic school. Okay. Surviving R. Kelly came out in 2018. That's a 17-year gap. Am I doing my math right? 17 years we heard about Aaliyah and R. Kelly. Now somebody look this up. When did the PP tape come out of his first allegation and he beat it in court? What year was that? Was that like 2003 or 4? When the allegations of the PP tape, and it wasn't been a young girl. Can somebody look that up? 2003. Okay. 2001, Aaliyah died. 2 years later, the PP tape came out. So, 2001, 2003. R. Kelly was involved with young girls, allegedly. Surviving R. Kelly came out in 2017. Was it 17 or 18? 2018. Right? 17 years later. And the other one was, 14, 15 years later? Everybody heard about this. They were selling the PP tape on every corner. Everybody wanted to see the R. Kelly PP tape to make sure it was him. And it was him. I'm not saying it was a young girl because I don't know how old she was, but my nosy ass seen the video, and that was R. Kelly. He can lie all he want to because his boy was downstairs saying, "Cows, come on," and he went to straighten up the camera, and his face did just like this. And I said, that's R. Kelly. And that's why I know he's well endowed, because I seen his penis in the video. I seen that video. The girl was built like Jada Pinkett, so it could have been a grown, small woman. Jada Pinkett is built like a 12-year-old. So I cannot say that was a woman. That's why R. Kelly beat the case, because the judge said all I see is a silhouette. That don't mean that's a kid because she don't have no breasts. Jada Pinkett don't have no breasts. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? So people assumed it was a kid. It could have been a small frame woman. So I can't throw the man under the bus when I don't know how old that person was. She built like, how many of y'all know a woman built like a kid? Stop acting like y'all don't know grown women built like little boys. So that could have been a grown-ass woman. That's why I don't throw the man under the bus off here and say, I seen the video with my own eyes and I'm telling y'all it was R. Kelly. And R. Kelly was rocking about a 12 and a 3/4 inch. I was trying to measure it like, ooh, God. R. Kelly is, he like that. He rocking it. You hear me? He fine, tall, talented, and gifted. I'm just letting you know. But I hurried and got rid of the tape just in case it was a kid. I destroyed it because I didn't want to go to jail. I said, no, I can't keep this. I don't know how old that person is, but I had to see for myself, and I was satisfied to know it was R. Kelly. So if I know it, you guys knew it. 17 years. Wait. 17, 16, 54, 30. 17 years. People heard about R. Kelly. How in the hell in 2018 did we get a Surviving R. Kelly? How all them years people that heard about him, how in the hell these girls get involved in Surviving R. Kelly? I'm going to tell you how. They was chasing that 12 and 3/4 inch. That money, that fame. They didn't care about Aaliyah. They didn't care about the PP tape. They just wanted to be around R. Kelly. They wanted the fame and the fortune and the penis. But people want to lie, because when it don't work out for them, what do? They come to the internet and tell they were victims. After they done got slung on chandeliers, they done got high with them, they done drunk some liquor, they didn't party, they was the cute girl at the party, and then they got kicked outside, and they get 3 more girls standing in line outside the door. Come on in. These 3 got to go. After they been ran through. Did y'all see the movie NWA? Ice Cube made. Did y'all see that movie? Do y'all remember how NWA was knocking girls off? That was a true story. Do y'all remember they was in the damn hotel and everybody was getting busy? It was naked women everywhere. And then the dude knocked on the door looking for Felicia. And they was walking through the house like the hotel. Who is Felicia? Who is Felicia? They didn't even know the girls' names. And I think Eazy-E was hitting Felicia. And they pushed her out in the hall naked and said, bye, Felicia. Did y'all remember that? They was showing us in the movie NWA how groupies get down. That's true. They would go in them hotel rooms. They would get high. They would party. They would sleep with everybody in the damn room. The person they giving fellatio to don't even have to be famous. It could be Ralph Tresvant, cousin, nephew. As long as he in that room, he can get the business. I'm telling you what I know. I've been around famous people. These girls would suck on a dog if one of them asked them to. Just to be in the room. You go to a concert, you will find groupies standing outside all the way wrapped around the building, standing there rolling their eyes at the people getting in. Because like I told you, me and my girls were smart enough to always have a hotel room in the same hotel with New Edition. So we made sure we got in the hotel. We like, oh, we getting on. We got a room here on my key. And the girls sitting there like, how they getting in? Because we were smart enough to get a room here, dummy. So they can't kick us out. And we just sit in the lobby and sipping on our drinks and looking outside at the girls. We like lying. We used to lie to them girls, y'all, and make them so mad. We'd come outside and talk loud. I'm like, girl, let me get back in the room to Ralph because I know he wondered why I'm taking so long. I've been out here 15 minutes. Did you hear her? She said she in the room with Ralph. Ralph is nowhere in my room. They be ready to fight. Do you hear me? Small story time. I'm going to get back to my video. We was at a concert in Saginaw, Michigan, New Edition concert, right? We had talked to Ralph them before the concert. They had seen us get in our room. They knew we was in a hotel with them. This the night that Ralph was supposed to come down to our room with what's his name from UTFO? Can't Go Kid. Because my friend gave Can't Go Kid the business. God rest his soul. But anyway, my girl said, hey, we in the second row. You gonna be able to see us. You better sing my sister's favorite song to her, Lost in Love. When you sing that song, you better point at my sister. She's talking to me. And he just started laughing. I said, he ain't thinking about me. We get to the concert. We in the second row, almost to the front. We like right there at the stage. And all of a sudden, I heard the music come on. Would you love me? My favorite song. I was like, oh. Ralph turned, y'all, I am not lying. He had a towel around his neck. He was sweating from the other songs. He turned and spotted me, looked right at me, and sung the song to your girl. I almost peed on myself. I'm like, oh my God, he's looking right at me, looking right. He took the towel off his neck. He rubbed it on his chest. He rubbed it on his face and head. And he threw it like up in the air so it can land. It landed right on my face. And I grabbed it and it was wet and it was sweaty and it smelled like quinta oil. And I just put it all down in my shirt. I was screaming. I went crazy. So after the concert, the hotel was right across the street. So we just ran across the street. Do y'all know it was an entourage of women chasing me for that towel? They wanted to whoop my ass for this towel. Get the towel. We chucking it across this busy street. We laughing because they trying to get us. So we showed the security at the hotel our key. We get inside, and that's when we start teasing them from the lobby. But they will beat your ass over a towel. Do you know I kept that towel almost a year? I would come home from school like it was a baby. I'm like, I got to go upstairs and check on my towel. I get my towel and be like, and you can still smell him. I used to sleep with the towel. One day I came home from school. I'm looking everywhere for my towel. Like, where the hell is my towel? My mother came in there with laundry, a basket full of clothes. and the towel was folded up. And I looked at the basket, and I looked at my mama, and I said, Mama, please tell me that ain't my towel. She said, what towel? That dirty towel that's been on your bed. I said, Mama, please, please tell me you didn't wash my towel. She said, girl, that towel was old and smelled like cologne, and I smelled it, and it smelled like fabric softener. I was like, damn. I was trying to sniff it like, I can't smell Ralph no more. I was distraught. But I was one of them girls. I just never slept with them. I was one of them girls that was a virgin, just like to look at them. I thought they was fine. I just wanted to touch their hair, But I know how I used to feel and get all jittery about famous people. So you can't tell me these girls going around these famous dudes and they putting shit and sugar every piss in they drink to sleep with them. No, they want to sleep with these famous dudes. Y'all forgot what a groupie is? I never hear nobody talk about groupies no more. They are called groupies. Not victims, groupies. The celebrities ain't got to trick nobody to sleep with them. Come on, people. R. Kelly is like 6'3", fine as shit, talented. He don't have to say nothing. All he got to say is, I don't see nothing wrong. And then shirts just fall off. Me either, baby. Would a little bump and grind. They go finish the song for him. You don't have, R. Kelly make panties fall off. Do you hear me? Do you know it was girls outside the courtroom when he was getting sentenced outside? They was like, R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. You can lock me up in the closet, baby. They still want R. Kelly. If R. Kelly get out right now and go on tour, it's going to sell out. Do you hear me? R. Kelly and Diddy need to go on tour and take the name that him and Jay-Z had, the best of both booty oil worlds. They need to just go on tour. And it's going to sell out. People will show up with baby oil and all kind of shit. They coming. It's always somebody that wants somebody. Y'all don't understand me. So stop thinking it's over for Diddy. Diddy got several fans. Just like R. Kelly got several fans. And somebody that's listening to the freak stuff that Diddy used to do, they getting turned on by it. They not grossed out like we are. He like semen on his nipples. Could you imagine a gay dude's bitch? Woo! Diddy like semen on his nipples, bitch. They loving that shit. Somebody is turned on and want to put semen on Diddy nipples. When he was found not guilty on them charges, it was people outside the courthouse. Ahmad was one of them, pushing baby oil on each other. So stop acting like these people are not wanted. You know why they able to do the stuff they doing? Because there's some freaks out here that want to do it with them. I'm going to tell you what Charleston White said. Y'all know who Charleston White is, right? Charleston White said it best, but I ain't saying nothing till y'all get my likes up. Oh, hell no. Y'all tripping. I ain't talking no more till y'all push them like buttons. Y'all better show me some love over here on this channel. Y'all know I'm a fool. Show some love over here. If y'all don't like nothing else, y'all should like my story time. Show some love over here. This how you support the channel. And the like is don't say like, it's a thumb. It's a white thumb. And it's some like dots on the side. And I heard if you tap your screen 2 or 3 times, the thumb will go up by itself. You just pop. You just tap your screen. And it would put everybody take the time. Tap your screen. And I promise you it's gonna say like. Okay? But Charleston White said, Charleston White, he up and down with me. Some stuff he say, I be like, yeah, that make a lot of sense. And then some stuff I'm like, this big girl, a fool. He said, all these alleged victims is chasing money, and he don't believe it. He said, because he said, what it is, a bunch of drug addicts doing freaky drug addict shit. And when he talked about the celebrities, I got mad, but then I realized it was true. He said, just about every celebrity that left here, They was on the same shit Diddy was on. They did F-offs. They just didn't talk about them. He said, we just found out Prince had freak off of that house. Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. Did y'all hear them say Prince had one at his house? And guess what? Prince was an addict, if y'all don't like it or not. Just like Diddy. Guess who else was an addict? Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, David Ruffin, James Brown. These people all was addicts. And guess who else? And when he said this, I was mad, but I had to laugh because it wasn't funny, but it was funny the way he said it. He said the king, Michael, was the biggest addict. He said Michael overdosed, died every night, and came back alive. And I said, what the fuck? He said Michael would jump out his body and come back in every night. And then I was mad at first when I thought about it. I said, he really ain't lying because they said Michael OD'd several times. And Michael he was on it so bad that he hired a doctor. He hired a doctor to live with him to give him drugs. Do you hear me? Just so he can get almost to death and the doctor wake him up. He wanted to get high that bad. And I know it's not a lie because Janet Jackson and her family had a documentary and they was finna do a divine intervention thing, an intervention with Michael and tell him, we finna take a power of attorney over you, Michael, because you doing too much. Even though you running the house, you running the family, we finna take shit from you because you doing too much. And they waited too long to do it. They should have been took a power of attorney over Michael Jackson because he was gone on pain meds because he burned his scalp when he did the Pepsi commercial. So after that, he was stuck on pain meds. And people hate to say Michael Jackson was a crack addict. What do you call it? When you addicted to something. You talk about Pookie and Ray Ray and your Uncle John John. Why you can't tell the truth about Michael Jackson? Prince was addicted to pain meds. He broke his hip from doing too many damn splits and walking in them 3-inch heels. Man, when I seen Prince in them orthopedic shoes and Sister Sarah's shoes on that interview, I said, oh, it's over, Jesus. Prince got on Sister Sarah's Velcro shoes and a cane. I said, oh, man, Little Red Corvette is, oh, my God. He went from a Little Red Corvette to a walker. He tore his whole hip up. So he was addicted to medicine. He OD'd on a plane like a few days before he died. They had to do emergency landing and save him. So he was addicted. We already know what Whitney was, if y'all don't want to own up or not. Whitney Houston was walking around here looking like Pookie Auntie, and everybody was lying for her or feeling sorry for her instead of saying, Whitney, you own that shit, girl. No, we ain't coming to your concerts. We ain't gonna support you till you take your ass to the rehab. We love you enough to shut it down. No, we kept supporting her until she killed herself. We kept lying for her until she killed herself. We kept acting like, oh, Whitney Houston look good today. And she skinny as I don't know what, 89 pounds. And we still listening to Whitney Houston. Every fan should have shut it down and said, until you get some help, we ain't coming to hear you do nothing. Do you hear me? Bobby Brown was saved by his manager, who ended up being his wife. She was his manager. She saved him. Thank God. Thank you, Juvenile. Show the channel some love. Y'all got some coins. Show the channel some love. Because y'all know I be telling the truth. Y'all don't be want to own up to it, but I be telling the damn truth. So I'm telling y'all, a lot of people like to party with these celebrities, and they know the celebrities have an addiction. How do we expect somebody that's a crack addict to behave like a normal human being? Now, I want y'all to think about the crack addicts in your city. I can picture right now where a bunch of them at right now. They at the gas station. You know, every gas station got the crack addicts. Right there on Wealthy and the Pigeon. I bet they out there right now. They getting high, they begging for money, and they behind the gas station doing some freaky shit. This what addicts do, right? So if you go to a Diddy party, Diddy's addicted to drugs. They proved that. He's no different than the men at the gas station, except he's a billionaire. That's the only difference to Diddy and Pookie. Diddy got money. He's an addict with money. But he still got an addiction. And if you have an addiction, you don't think clearly. Think about the drug addicts in your city. How they look? They look like zombies. They dirty. Their heels of their feet look like concrete. They walking around begging. They would give you some fellatio in front of everybody if you tell them to. They would bend over right at the pump and give you some butt. I'm just being real. Do whatever. They would lick your tires clean with their tongue for a rock. I'm just being real. If you want to be that dirty, they would do anything. Oh, thank you, good vibes. For some money. Right? Because they mind ain't thinking like yours. All they want to do is chase Jason. Good vibes just blessed me with a 50 piece. Who else got some coins? Come on, bless me. I got to give my son an attorney, y'all. I got to give my baby an attorney. I got to come up with 10 bands. Jesus, I don't know how I'm going to do it. But anyway, I digress. They don't think like the average person. All they think about is getting high. So if you go to Diddy house, he a billionaire. He probably got krugs everywhere. He got drinks everywhere. He got baby oil everywhere. He got the swimming pool. He got every kind of chicken. He got hot wings. He got buffalo wings. He got barbecue wings. He got onion rings. He got all kind of shit at his party. Whatever you want, whatever you like. This Diddy house. You hear me? But Diddy think just like the man at the gas station because he a drug addict. So what do you expect a man who get high, get freaky, want semen on his nipple, up in the room, probably got a bone through his nose, swinging from a chandelier because he blowed out of his mind. He pouring people drinks. They getting high. They having fun. He's a drug addict. So what do you expect him to be doing? He's not thinking just like the ones at the gas station because he Diddy don't mean he's Superboy. He's a drug addicted man. So he high. Half the stuff people talking about, Diddy probably don't even remember, y'all. I'm just for real. He don't even remember this shit because he was blow. He drinking, he smoking, he doing everything. And the next morning, that's why they able to stay in a room, in a house, cut the heat up to 100 degrees and have SEX for 10 hours. Because they zooted it. They walking around like this. Be outside of themselves. A human being can't do that. A regular human being can't do that. So they walking around like, and Diddy never once said he was personally poking women. He said he was watching women get banged out. So he's sitting there high and is pulling. He probably ain't even pulling on his penis no more. Diddy pulling on his belts. It's his belt. He think it's his penis. His mind telling him, this is my penis. Oh, my penis hard. It's a belt. He don't know what shit is. He blowed. So I bet when they was talking in court, Diddy probably was like, I did that. I came out with a veil on my head. Damn, I was tripping. I can just imagine him because he's sober now. I can imagine what he was thinking when people was saying the shit. He probably was hearing it for the first time, like his mama and them was hearing it. Like the jury was hearing it. He was like, damn, I paid this motherfucker $1,500. The hell was wrong with me? I paid this bitch rent. How many years? $10,000? He probably was looking like, nobody helped me. He don't remember this shit. That's why Daddy was sitting there with his Bible. I bet he went out there and said, I don't know what the hell I'm on here because I used to get fucked up. I don't know what I'm on here, Jesus. And he probably braced his mama. Mama, I'm telling you, I don't know what you go hear because your baby boy used to get blowed. I don't know what I did. That's why his kids supporting him because he already prepped them and let them know your daddy addicted to drugs. I'm gone. Thank God the jail made me sober for 9 months. This probably the longest Diddy ever been sober in his life. He's sitting there in jail like, are they talking about me? I did. Cassie had blisters in her mouth. What the fuck? I mean, he probably don't even remember half the shit. And then he's thinking about all the money he gave out. I was paying these dudes to do. So he just hearing it when we hearing it. That's why he wasn't even really showing no emotion from what I understand. They said Diddy was sitting there looking like, because I think he repented. He always braced himself like, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to hear. Whatever I did, God, please forgive me. Because I know I did some freaky ass shit. When you own Krugs and you got a lot of money, you might do anything. You see Kanye walking around with moon boots and it's 1,000 degrees outside. And a damn, he don't even have on a coat. He walking around with a whole comforter and some moon boots in California, and it's 1,012 degrees outside. And you like, is that what money make you do? Money make you go crazy. He just don't know what to do with his money. And that's why Daphne Joy said it was a famous rapper and his wife that she had a threesome with. And Kanye showed his face and let us know it was him. Y'all don't pick up on shit. I said Kanye didn't come through the whole trial till she said that. He came the next day like, wait a minute, Jesus. Don't you say my name, bitch. And he wanted her to know I'm in the overflow room. Don't play with me. I promise you. When they said, you know, Kanye, and she kind of backed up. She was like, she probably got an NDA. She probably got an NDA. She can't talk. And Kanye came to remind her, bitch, I will put these moon boots up your ass, don't you. Kanye wasn't playing with her. He showed his face and left. Little Kim came the last day because Little Kim came just in case. Just in case Diddy get out. I gotta be on the good list. I want Diddy to say, my girl Kim and Ye, the only two came that's famous. She had to be on the list. So she said, let me go just in case he beat this shit. Because if I don't show my face and he beat this shit, I ain't gonna be one of the ones. No. I like being on tour doing my dance. Oh, hell no. He ain't gonna stop my shit. Diddy got a lot of power. Diddy has a lot of power. And it's strange to think a black man with some power and powder, baby powder, because he a black man. But who else to keep black folks in charge? Another black person. So they had to put a head Negro in charge to tame the Negro rappers, the singers, the actors. They had to put him in charge. They had to get somebody. We want to go listen to Oprah. Oprah didn't play it out. She started off being the Negro in charge. Remember, Oprah used to be the only black billionaire in Hollywood, female. We were like, damn, Oprah the only black billionaire. Damn. For a long time. And they lied because Madam C.J. Walker was a billionaire before Oprah. Okay, so they lied. Madam C.J. Walker, y'all don't know y'all history. She the reason why your ass ain't got BB shots and robot knots. She came up with the perm and the straightening comb. Anyway, sulfur, Madam C.J. Walker. Anyway, Oprah started off. We got tired of looking at her feet. And as we got older, we was like, her feet doing the crip walk. No, she can't be in charge of the black folks. We need somebody else. So they picked little Diddy. It's Diddy. He was happy. He was dancing. He said he wanted to be the last one standing. If he throw him in the jungle, he gonna come out with a chinchilla. We didn't like Suge Knight. We was like, yes, get Suge Knight out here. We like Diddy. Everybody thought Diddy was the good person. I did. I liked West Coast, but I also liked Diddy demeanor. He seemed like he was hungry. He seemed like he was on business. You know, I thought Diddy was really about business. He was until they made a demon. Diddy was on business and a very intelligent black man. He's street smart and book smart until they made him a demon. They turned him out. Everything they said Diddy doing, trust and believe it was done to him first. Trust me. That's why he don't care about punishing people. I think that's why he stay high to block out those demons. And that's why we heard that video, allegedly him and Meek Mills, he was trying to punish that man because somebody did that to him. You don't do that to nobody if you in your right mind. You don't punish people like that, man or woman. You got to be mentally distraught. I don't care if you're famous or not. If you punishing a woman like that and you a man, something mentally wrong with you and you know she in pain. That's sick. So it let me know Diddy has mental issues on top of Krugs, and the reason he's on Krugs because of his mental issues. He's blocking out something. But back to Biggie's small son. I personally don't believe it. I see it like this. They didn't come after that kid, Christopher Wallace Jr., until Christopher Wallace Jr. had Christopher Wallace Sr. money. And Tony Busby need to be disbarred, prosecuted, locked up. I'm sick of him. Not one person that he had against Diddy or any other celebrity has he won one case. He fishing, looking for something. Just like Tyrone Blackburn. He came after T.I., he came after Nicki Minaj and several others and lost. They chase celebrities like a dog chasing an ambulance. They just looking and seeking, hoping they can catch the big fish. When is it going to come a time when they prosecute liars for lying? You should be prosecuted for destroying somebody's reputation, not suing them because they celebrities. They don't care about suing their ass. They got money. They want blood. Lock their ass up. They ain't got no money I want anyway, like Jaguar. What would they get out of suing Jaguar? Huh? Nothing. Lock her ass up. They want to see people get locked up. That's what goes back to what I said. When you a victim, you don't want money. You want them to pay with their life. You want them to get locked up. Did you just hear what I said? These celebrities want to prosecute these people. They don't want to take your little Section 8 home. They don't want to take your nice car. They want your ass to go to jail for what you did to them. That's what victims do. I want your ass to go to jail. I don't want your damn money. Now, once you go to jail and I didn't got satisfaction, then I might come after your money. But I ain't going to come after your money first. No, you getting prosecuted first. And then I might be a little distraught and see what kind of shit I can take from you to torture you even more for hurting me. But first, your ass got to be in a jail cell. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Bottom line, most victims don't come after money. I have never seen nobody in my city. Think about people in your city. I've never seen nobody in my city that got beat the hell up. Just say you got beat up bloody. They go home and bandage themselves up and call 1-800-BABY. Or let me call Tony Busby. He didn't beat the shit out of me. Let me call Tony. No, they calling 911. They ain't calling no attorney. The first thing they think about, I'm calling the police. Am I lying? When something happened, people call 911. So how all these people that's been molested, grown men getting a virgin hole taken, and they go home and sit on that open up, tore up virgin hole for 10 years until they see it on TV that Cassie got $30 million and they decide, I'm going to get on YouTube and tell everybody that Diddy and Christopher Wallace took my virgin hole. It was so embarrassing and it was just degrading. It was so embarrassing and degrading. You was embarrassed to tell anybody for 10 years. But you woke up one day and said, let me tell everybody on YouTube. You just woke up one day and said, let me tell everybody on YouTube. That don't make sense. It gotta make sense, Ticket. And that's what he's saying on his channel. Honey, bruh, it gotta make sense, Ticket. You a man yourself, Ticket. Think about what you would do if somebody took your virgin hole. Would you sit on it for 10 years and then you see somebody get some money and you get on social media and talk about it? And then don't y'all dare give me this. This is why people don't come out and talk. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. People, you right. Most victims don't talk about it. It ain't because nobody want to believe them. They just want to take it to their grave. They don't want to remember. They don't remember. Now, if you're a victim, and you put your shit on YouTube, YouTube is on here forever, ever. So you might see your story anywhere. What victim want to keep reliving their trauma? What victim want to keep reliving their trauma? Like Justin Bieber. Do y'all hear him talking about his trauma? Everybody, he's a victim to something. Diddy did this, Diddy did that. And Justin Bieber act like nothing never happened because he don't want to remember his trauma. Usher, don't mention it. Jaden Smith, he get on TV and just cry and go away. He get on the camera and he leave. He want to say something so bad, but it hurts so bad that he won't say it. Jaden might take it to his grave. But he's crying out, and I know something wrong with Jaden because he went to the Grammys with a dollhouse on his head. I said, did y'all not see that baby with that doll? And then it was a black dollhouse. It was like a haunted black dollhouse on his head, and his sister was with him like he wasn't doing shit. Couldn't have been my brother James. I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't know what you're going through, bro. I don't know what happened to you. But if you walk out that house, out this house with that house on your head, we fighting. You think I'm playing? Do it and see what happens. We would have been on the Grammys fighting. I would have knocked that whole dollhouse off his damn head. You ain't finna embarrass me. You can embarrass mama and daddy, but you ain't finna embarrass me, James. I'm not playing with your ass. Take the house off your head right now. But something happened to her too. Willow, something happened to her too. She just don't show as much pain as Jaden because Jaden is a male. I think males take it harder and they spaz out bad behind trauma that happened in their life. I know some victims that male and I see they are males and I see how they behave. That's something different for them, man. That's another level. When a man gets his innocence taken, don't care what age he is, that's just something that's so, and I ain't saying women any difference, but a woman, our body's made for it, as you in the back. Our body's made for it. Even though it's been taken, yes, it's horrible, 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 but we made to be entered into. A man is forced into be entered, it's different, man. I'm telling you, I don't think most men ever bounce back. And a lot of women don't either. Some women never get married after that. They never have kids after that. But you can tell victims, because most victims act real strange, y'all. They introverts. They weird. They kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And people take it as, he's strange, but they've been through something. And it's a cry out. Kanye, a cry out. Moon boots in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things they do to let us know they're victims. It's just not normal. So I don't believe half these alleged victims because victims don't move like that. I'm just for real. Victims don't move like these people moving. And it wouldn't take for Cassie to come out with her lies, and I'm bluntly saying she lying because now even her the business next year, the shit out of her. What's good for the goose is good for to sue your ass. They finna get every dime on them. I don't know. But guess what? Karma don't miss nobody, Cassie. You and Diddy both was on demon time. You think you just gonna get your money and run off in the hills? It ain't gonna work. No, you finna lose everything, baby. You got to be back on your mama's living room floor. And if they don't take it, Alex go take your shit. You know your husband with the blue eyes, he gonna take your shit. Because like I said in another video, if I don't know nothing, I know white folks. White folks ain't having your nasty ass at their dinner table no more. You not welcome to the damn Sloppy Joe barbecue no more. They don't want you to bring no more potato salad with raisins. They said your ass can't come back. They told you to take your ass back over in the hood and play some spades. We over here playing pity pat. Your ass cannot come. Trust me. Grandmama, Alex, because Alex young. He only 30. I think 32. So his mom and his grandmama, everybody's still around, most likely. And they probably was like, oh, no, you didn't that slut over to our house. Y'all don't think hillbillies act like your grandmama, a black grandma? Oh yes, they do. Y'all remember what was her name? Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. She used to cuss out every damn body. It's white women that cuss out people too. Don't think your mama the only one cuss out people. They don't want her nasty ass back at their crib. Now they might get her money, and that's something else they go do. You better get all that bitch money, and you better leave her at. They will tell him to go. They're gonna tell him to take her shit. His uncle's in the overall chewing on snuff. They took his ass in the damn barn and schooled him. Now you know you gotta get that bitch money, don't you? You know you can't have that home running around here in town with everybody else, because you know she's a nasty mother. They don't want her around there. Cassie is not welcome. And if she is, they gonna treat her like a slut. You hear me? They gonna treat her like a slut. I don't believe it. Another story I want to talk about real quick and I'm gonna go. Shannon Sharpe. I think Shannon listened to me. I think we had divine intervention, Shannon. Y'all remember, we forgot about Shannon allegations. I said, Shannon, when I first heard it, I said, Shannon, rusty ankles, listen to me. Don't you bag up and don't you settle. Because this is what Karen Becky Jr. wants you to do. She wants you to settle. Shannon, I know from hearing that video where you said, how would it look a big black man choking a little white woman? I knew that was foreplay, Shannon. I know what foreplay sound like. I ain't gonna tell you how I know how it sound, but I know how it sound. I said, he ain't threatening that girl. That's foreplay they doing. That's how they act. She probably run through the house butt naked and he probably have on a gorilla ape outfit. She's young, she's white, he's rich, he's black, she want his money. Her ass will rub her booty crack on top of that TV if he wanted her to. You hear what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I said, that's foreplay. This is a girl he found on Instagram and OnlyFans who was getting cash apps to show her behind. You gonna tell me Shannon Sharpe had to crepe you when you was showing your ass for about $15? And you want me to believe that shit, Karen? Y'all lying. I said, Shannon, listen to your sister. Don't you settle for no money. Tony Busby got her after your money. And what did Shannon say? Show the whole video, Tony. That's only a few seconds of the video. Show the whole video, because I'm going to demand the whole video. I don't give a... Shannon said, I don't care if they see my rusty big-ass booty. I want the whole world to see this video. Show the damn video. When Shannon said that, I said, oh, he's standing on business. Ain't nobody gonna tell you show a video knowing that he did some shit. Show the video. So today or yesterday, it was their first court hearing, right? Shannon showed up. I think he even had on socks. He said, I'm listening to Nina. He sat his ass in that courtroom. And guess who didn't come? Becky and Tony Busby didn't show up. They didn't come. You know why? Because Shannon said, you got to show that whole video. You suing me, you got to show the world that video. And they knew the video was going to show her probably licking the floor with her tongue. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. All on Shannon kissing his neck. They was going to show all kind of shit. It was not going to show Shannon. Shannon probably was choking her, and she probably was shooting up in the air, getting off on it. Shannon knew I was in that video. He said, I can't show the video because I don't have it. But since she secretly recorded me, I know how we get down in the room. Show the fucking video. And then if I did something wrong, I'll pay her ass. They didn't come. Because Shannon was standing on business. Shannon a millionaire. Shannon got that bread. So he had enough money like Diddy to make her attorneys stand on business. So by them not coming, she had a $50 million lawsuit. Who don't show up in court and they got a $50 million lawsuit? maybe liars. Ticket. Another one. You keep saying you don't believe these people lying. Another liar, Ticket. I'd rather start believing they're lying than they're telling the truth because so many have been exposed, especially somebody that Tony Busby and Tyrone Blackburn is covering. They some freaking liars. I won't believe nothing come from them. Nothing. So they didn't show up. So what happens to people that lying? Do they know they drag Shannon Sharpe reputation all over YouTube? Do they know people talked about Shannon ass, brought up Monique and what Monique said? They dog walk Shannon. Leprechaun, Cat Williams. I think they were mad. So somebody paid that white girl. Might have been Hair Unit Steve. Because he wanted blood after Shannon Sharpe allowed Cat Williams to come on his show. So somebody paid that white woman to do Shannon Sharpe. He been dealing with this woman off and on for years, and she never recorded him. She never sued him. So why now? Somebody paid her to do it. Shannon Sharpe and the leprechaun, the little leprechaun prophet, they made history on YouTube. They got the biggest video ever hit YouTube. A lot of people didn't like that. Even Stephen A. He was trying to tell Shannon Sharpe when he got fired off the sports channel how to move and all that. Shannon said, I'm just going to open my own shit. He didn't ever know Shannon was going to surpass him. Sometimes people haters, y'all. People be really live haters and you think they're your friend. Somebody paid that woman, and I hope it come out, and it's going to shock us who it is. It may be Ocho. What's his name? The one on the show with him. It will shock you who it is. And Shannon will go be shocked like, what? You can't trust nobody. What did Boosie say? Can't trust nobody. What did Boosie say? I promise you. Yesterday when I was live with y'all, and I said I had to go because my daughter, fiance was about to go to jail. Well, I get down to the chicken place. It's about 10 cars of police. I walk up like, what's going on? They said he ran from us. For what? I mean, why is y'all chasing him? He was running because he was afraid. They thought the Audi he was driving was stolen. The brother got licensed. My daughter made sure he got licensed. He got car insurance. He got a brand new car. He got a job. He used to be a drug dealer. So he got a reputation in the streets from like 15 years ago. But now he's legit. He's changed. But the police don't want him to change. So they thinking we finna catch him with something. This is exactly what I said about Diddy. Sometimes you can be a demon and you can change. The brother that used to sell Krugs and gangbang work every day now and got insurance and a license. They don't understand that. My nephew doing 30 years. When he was out here. He was working 2 jobs, had credit cards, had license, had A1 credit, and the police used to mess with him all the time. They didn't have no understanding how this thug ended up with that. People change. People change. But the world and society don't want you to change. They hold it against you. And that's the sad thing. They don't want to see you prosper and become a better person. And I hate that because it's like, if you can change, if you can get off drugs, if you can get saved, if you can stop drinking, if you can stop prostituting, how come I can't do it? Half the people that's judging Diddy, and it's half the world because we split in half, just like the presidency. How we doing Diddy is like the Democrats and the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Half the people that's going against this man, going against Shannon Sharpe, I promise you, if you had a chance to talk to the first 10, they used to be addicted to something.
I'll be back.
Are you gone? Are you coming right back?
Yup. You need anything from the store?
I'm good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Turn that lock.
Huh?
Turn that bottom lock.
All right. Yeah, I got. Let me. Yeah, I grab my keys so I'll be back.
That's my brother. Half of them was addicted to something. Half of them probably been in prison. Somebody, dog didn't take care of their kids. Half people talking.
I'll be driving off through the alley.
He did. You stupid.
Crazy.
He said my ex been driving through the alley. See, that's when you got that, ooh, wee, they come look on. I wonder how her yard look. I'm just playing, y'all. My brother's stupid. But anyway, it's funny how people can change and God can give them mercy and grace. But you don't want him to give nobody else mercy and grace. Wouldn't it be a good thing if Diddy did find the Lord in his jail cell? Wouldn't it be a good thing if he come on and be a motivational speaker? Wouldn't it be a good thing if he turned his life around? No, not to none of y'all. Y'all want blood. He ain't allowed to say, Father God, forgive me for my sins. He can't say that. That's what cracked me up with people when they sit there, he needs to get life. But what if he repented and God gave him some mercy and grace? You ever think about that? Have you ever thought that's what happened? How many times you been in a situation, you did some horrible things, and God showed you mercy? And you look back and said, that had to be the Lord. Have you look back on your life and said, oh my God, thank God I didn't die in my mess. My son fighting for his life right now. Because he did some stuff when he was under a spell of some dark clouds. I'm crying every single day, and I hope my prayer warriors is watching me, praying for my son. God give him mercy and grace. Please, God. And you never fail me, Lord. Give him mercy and grace. And renew my son's mind. Bring my baby back to me. And when he called me the other day, and Mama, I remembered you told me to call on Jesus, and I did. And it felt like a demon came out of me. And he talking with sense. He called me today. Hey, Ma, how you doing? What you doing, Ma? I just love to hear him talk now. Because this ain't how he was talking just a few days ago. I said, you all right, son? I'm good, Ma. I called my kids. I talked to my kids. What? I said, look at God. And you know what else he said? He said, I'm still scared to watch TV. He said, because they got a soul tie, a demonic something on me, Mom, and they coming through the TV. I'm scared to watch the TV, so I haven't been watching TV. So whatever spell they did to my child, he think is in the TV. So I said, well, don't watch it. Just keep reading the Bible. He slept with the Bible. He said he sleep with the Bible. He got the Bible under his head. He walk around with the Bible. He's reading it. He tell me scriptures he didn't read. And I'm like, look at God. It took for him to go back to jail. God had to snatch him back. Sometimes jail saves your life. This is what y'all don't understand. Sometimes God got to get your attention. It's just you and him in that cell. Because the world and all the distractions, you wasn't paying him no attention. Diddy had everything. He had women, he had crooks, he had money, he had clothes, he had cars, he had houses, he had planes. He had everything but God. So God said, you know what? I'm gonna show you the kind of God I am. I'm finna strip you naked so all you have is me. I'm gonna take you from a mansion to a cot. I only can do that. I'm gonna take you from a mansion, a penthouse, into an 8x10 cell, whatever they call 12x12. All you got is me, Diddy. So now I got your attention. So when you land there and you see them bars and the lights go out, lights out, and you quiet, It ain't no music. It ain't no videos. It ain't no baby oil. It ain't no Cassie. It ain't no Daphne Joy. It's me and you look over and you see that Bible, because every cell got a Bible in it. This is why they have a Bible in a jail cell. So you can look over and you going crazy. You looking at the Bible. You looking at the sky. You looking at the Bible and you pick it up. Any other time you wouldn't have picked it up. Do y'all get it? This is why they put you in that cell with a Bible, because any other time you wouldn't pick up the word. You too busy. Who got time to read? Now all you got is time. And what you do? Just open it up, start in Genesis, and you start reading. And all of a sudden you start saying, dang, this is good. The Bible like a love story. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Now you got a book like this. Look at my book, full of scriptures. You study it. Now your lingo is different. You out there eating lunch with people and you talking about God now. You ain't talking about I was Diddy all in the videos. You talking about the word. And people looking like, dang, Diddy talking different. And reason, I'm not saying this what happened to Diddy. I'm hoping this what happened. But you know who it did happen to? It happened to Malcolm X. That's why I said if it happened to Malcolm X, it could happen to Diddy. Malcolm X was a drug addict and he was a pimp. Red Little. He went in there with a perm with blonde hair, a pimping white girls. And if it wasn't for the white girl lying, Red Little wouldn't have got 10 years. And I had to have I had an argument. I used to be a manager at this store called Max 10. It was a $10 clothing store back in the day. And we got a shipping of Malcolm X shirts came in during Black History Month. We had Malcolm X, we had Dr. King, Rosa Parks. We had all this Black History stuff coming in, right? So this white lady came in and she said, I can't believe this. I said, can't believe what? You guys would put a thug, drug dealer, pimp in your store. And I'm looking around like, you pookie ass in here. Yeah. Who? Who you talking about? She said, Malcolm X. I'm calling corporate and complain. I had to put her in her place. I said, so you saying Malcolm X is a thug, drug dealer, pimp? She said, yeah. I said, you a liar. You don't know history? I said, no, you don't know history. Malcolm X is a minister. He was a profound speaker. He was a leader. Red Little was a pimp. Red Little was a drug dealer and an addict. Malcolm X is somebody else. Why do you think he got rid of Little and he put X? Because he decided he didn't want his ancestors' last name. I mean, his slave owner last name no more. He realized Little was his slave owner name. I had to break it down to her. She looking like, so let's be clear, Miss Lady. You looking at Malcolm X, not Red Little. So we're going to sell his shirts because we appreciate Malcolm X. He went in prison and came out a whole different person. She didn't know what to say. Yeah, go on and tote your tongue, your face on up and get your ass on out of here. Stop holding people past against them. That ain't who he is no more. He even changed his name. And you still holding Red Little over his head when he's Minister Malcolm X. Get your ass up out of here. And it pissed me off because that's what people do all the time. Have you ever seen somebody that used to be a whore? And now she in church, she's Sister Sarah, little sister. And she got the Holy Ghost, she all over the church. And you was sitting there like, I remember when her ass was fucking everybody. She used to be jawbone. Look at her. She thinks she's somebody special now. She Jesus' little cousin. She is. And is. She's somebody now. She didn't used to be nobody to the streets, but she's somebody now. She up in there because she earned that. And she got a story to tell. She could bring somebody else up out of it. The biggest, hardest, best, profound speakers are the people that's been through something. I would go see a prostitute, drug addict, pimp, hooker speak any day over somebody who just graduated out of college. I would like to hear them speak way before I go hear a professor that never been in the streets in their life, because they got a story to tell. And they gonna tell it good. And then they can peep bullshit. I'm just be real. They can peep the bullshit. The ones that need to be talking to these kids are the ones that used to be them kids. The ones that used to steal the cars. The ones used to rob people. They the ones that be talking to the kids. We don't need no professor who just got out of Yale and reading out of a textbook and saying, well, this is why your brain is doing such and such, because there's an imbalance in your... Them kids gonna be like, man, get your ass out of my face, Mr. Man. No, they need Pookie. What's his name? What's his name? The one they trying to get, Donald Trump trying to get out. What's his name from the GDs? What's his name? Larry Hoover. They talking about leave Larry Hoover in there. He did 50 years. That is life. Talking about he got 50 more years. Man, get out of here and let that man out. The streets need Larry Hoover. The streets need Larry Hoover, because Larry Hoover, he is the streets. He know how to go to them kids and say, listen, little bro, I just did 50 years being you. You on your way to do them 50. Let me tell you, and break it down to them. These little out of the college white boy police officers running up on these kids, they ain't understanding that shit. That's why Chicago out of control. Larry Hoover need to get out and put Chicago back in some order. And I ain't saying go gang bang, because I'm for sure he ain't got that in him no more. He an old man now. I'm for sure he ain't got it in him no more. But he know what the streets is, because he made the GDs. Oh, you want to be a GD? That's my shit. That's my shit. Let me tell you the order of a GD, because you're doing it wrong, brother. First of all, we don't go around killing kids, women, old folks. We don't disrespect our elders. They didn't used to do that. And back in the day, gangbangers used to always have a cross on. Did y'all notice that? They would pray all the time. These kids don't even know God. And back in the day, and I'm for sure Larry Hoover would say this, the reason why we was gang banging, because we didn't have no other way out. We didn't have fathers in the home. So we was each other brother keeper. All we had was each other on the streets. You a mama's boy. What your ass doing out here? You got a mama at home. You got a daddy work every day. We didn't have that. Some of them did, but most of them didn't have it. All they had was the streets. And they had to find their father love and their mother love from each other. So they became a gang. And this is why they need to talk to these kids, because kids doing it now by choice. Back in the 90s, when crack cocaine hit the scene, Nino Brown days, them brothers was true hustlers. They wasn't trying to rob and steal. It was few, but they was out there getting that money. And a lot of them was doing it because their daddy left their mother. They didn't want to see their mama suffer like Tupac. His mom was on drugs. That's why he wrote Dear Mama. And his whole goal was to get his mama out the jungle. I got to get my mother out of this mess. If I got to sell drugs to do it. They had a purpose back then. That's why when they sold the drugs, they still was trying to live a dream. That's why the dream took them off the streets into Hollywood, because they wanted a way out. They weren't doing it because they was glorifying selling drugs. They just wanted to eat. I just want to eat. My mother on welfare, my mother on drugs, my sister at home, and she ain't even got a sandwich. I gotta sell this shit. Now y'all doing it because you want to. You glorifying it. This is why they need the old heads to get out here and start mentoring these boys. But sometimes it's just too late, y'all, because the mothers too busy chasing men, try to be cute. They don't go to church at all. Half the time, y'all, when I had my daycare. Do you know what an usher is? You know what this little kid told me? He said, you talking about the one that's saying you got it bad. I said, come here, little boy. Sit down. Don't turn in the corner. Don't you even look. And I asked his mom, I said, hey, you ever told come to church? She told me she never took her kids to church. I don't be having time, I be working. And that's where the jealous God come in at. You make your job more important than the word. You ain't gonna miss no work. You hear me? You gonna be on time. You gonna be so dedicated to that job. You'll be on that same job for 30 years. But you can't take one Sunday, one Saturday, whenever you choose to go, to give God some time. And you wonder why your life is like it is. You wonder why you a single parent. We all out of order, people. I had to realize that just the other day. It dawned on me, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. I'm gonna be rich. Y'all can laugh at me if y'all want to, but I'm gonna be rich. I said I got some stuff coming to me, some good stuff, because I always put God first. And the devil don't mess with people he already have. I'm going through everything I'm going through because the devil is mad at me because he can't get me. Even in the midst of my son, you would think I would question God, right? I've been on my knees nonstop, praising, crying, screaming. I was driving down the street the other day, just screaming, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. I'm screaming. People at the light like, what is wrong with her? But I don't care. I was shout about Jesus Christ in the middle of a red light. I do not care. If I can go to a concert and jump up and down and scream in front of all these strangers, why I can't jump up and down and scream in front of strangers at the damn street corner? You know what I'm saying? Because, girl, people gonna think you crazy because they don't understand the God in me. It's the God in me. I'm gonna praise the Lord in the midst of my storm. Don't praise God when everything going right, or just run to him when things going wrong. People pick and choose when they want to run to the Lord. My God is with me every single day. All day I talk to the Lord. All day. And I had to pray because I was so mad at Gino. I said, Lord, tame my tongue, because I really want to go off because he wasn't raised that way. But if he wasn't in his right mind, show me how to be patient. So every time I talk to him, how you doing, son? I'm good, Mom. Did you read your Bible today? What you learn? He go a scripture. You got to be patient. Because everybody is not on the same level you on. You would think people on your level, we would think Diddy got the same kind of common sense we have. He don't. You got to treat Diddy like you treat a child. How you doing today, Puff? You ain't messing with no baby water today, are you? Don't touch no Krugs today, Puffy. No, Puffy, no. You got to talk to him like a kid. He has a kid mind. Did y'all not notice that? He's addicted to a substance. But no, y'all perfect, holier than thou, think y'all special ass people get on here and say, give him life. Who the hell are you? That's why I just get so mad, man. Who the hell are you to say somebody need to go to the pit of hell? Who are you, you sinner? You is in the flesh. You a sinner. You don't have no right to say where God's child need to go. None. You don't have no authority over nobody's life. The only thing you should be saying is God wills must be done. If you don't want to say let him go, just say, okay, God will must be done. And when they found him innocent, the only thing that people should have been saying was, God will must be done. Hey, who am I to walk around here mad that it didn't go my way? It went God's way. So you telling God he was wrong. That's what I'm saying. Y'all better be careful. They sitting there telling God you was wrong with that verdict. The jury was wrong. But you know the Lord spoke through them, right? How you know Diddy didn't call the angels just before they read the verdict? Michael, Gabriel, please. You know, Michael is for protection. Michael will protect you. I called Michael in the courtroom when I was in Diddy's seat. And when you called, see, I felt it. I could feel it. Call on the angels, and I promise you will have a tingling all through your body. They will show up. The angels will show up and fight your battles for you. I called on the angels just for when that courtroom. I said, I'm too weak to fight this. I need you, angels. I need y'all to do something. I can't get a felony. Y'all know it was self-defense. I didn't mean to hurt that child. I need the angels right now in the name of Jesus. And I kept calling on the name of Jesus, and it was a hung jury. You can't tell me about God. You cannot tell me. They seen the wound. They showed it on the TV. Her leg was cut wide open by accident. And I'm looking at all these Karens up there. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I am done. I don't see not one black person. I'm done. And thank God the Kens was like, I would have did the same thing for my daughter. And I should have kept going, y'all. I should have kept going with the second trial, but I was so weak and brittle and just out of it. I felt like I was going to die. I just pleaded out. And that's why a lot of people in prison, they plead out. They just scared to fight. They don't want to know what's going to happen. The unknown is scary. So I pleaded out because I'm like, I can't play Russian roulette with my life and get a felony. At least I will have a misdemeanor. I shouldn't have accepted that because that ain't what happened, what they said happened. But I was scared, and that's why a lot of people in prison right now. Diddy showed me something different. No matter what, and my PO told me this, y'all. I ain't on PO, I ain't on paper no more. She taught me this, a lesson. She said, Miss Mayberry, I've been in this field for a long time. Her name was Kimberly, I forgot her last name. Little short, cute black woman. She said, I've been in this field a long time, and I see so many people that's innocent plea out because they're afraid of what's going to happen to them. She said, but don't you ever again in life own up to something that you didn't do. I don't care if you do get a felony. You can keep fighting. Don't you ever say you did something you didn't do. She said, I tell all my clients, let them push you up against the wall. She said, because sometimes they doing it and they don't even have nothing. They calling your bluff. They was calling Diddy's bluff. And Diddy didn't buy it. Y'all know they offered Diddy like, what they offer him, 5 years? He didn't buy it. He said, no. We going to trial. And he made them produce the shit. And he won. You see that? But my nephew did the same thing, and they entrapped him. He said they offered my nephew 12 years, and his 12 years will be up next year if he would have took it. He got 35 to 60 because he wouldn't take the 12 years. He stood there and said, I don't care if y'all tell me y'all will give me a day if I plead guilty. I didn't do it. I'm not saying I did it. Give me whatever you go give me, because I ain't saying I did it and I didn't do it. I was at work. And we like, man, you might need to take that 12 years. He said, I'm not taking 12 years. So he been in there almost 12 years now because he wouldn't take the 12 years. And he still say he innocent. He said, I don't care what they say. I'm going to fight till the day I die. I didn't do it. So sometimes you just got to fight. And that's what Diddy did. And he ended up with mercy and grace. And people mad about it. God don't fail. And I know some people say, well, the devil bless people too. Not in that situation. I don't think God will even let that happen. If you did all that demonic stuff, the devil is not going to be able to bring you out of it. Only God can bring you out of that. I promise you. You would have been sitting there if that was the devil's work. The devil has no power. Everything the devil do, God allow him to do it. Do you hear me? And a lot of time, God allow things to happen to show you he is God. I would let the devil put you in that cell. I would let the devil have all these people tear you down. I would let the devil beat you down to nothing, Diddy. Because when I pull you out, they going to know it's me. I'm giving y'all a word today. Trust in God and changing hands. He can do all things but fail. Those was my dear mother words to me, and they go stick with me for the rest of my life. She said, baby, no matter what you go through, you turn to God. Trust God. He can do everything but fail you. And when something don't go your way, you still praise him. Because God see things that you don't see. He knows stuff that's going to happen that you don't know. Sometimes he remove people because of a reason. My son would have stayed out here, something bad could have happened. Sometimes prison saved your life. Prison just saved Diddy's life. Because I'm for sure he going to come out renewed. It just saved his life. Jail. He sat there 9 months, and what I do know is he's sober. He clean right now. He's thinking straight right now. If somebody gonna have a conversation with him now, he may talk like he talked when he was in college. He ain't got no substance control in his mind right now. I do know that. And then they said, when he went back to his cell, the whole entire prison started to praise him. The jail. They start praising him, celebrating him. Because a lot of people, they don't have no hope. A lot of people facing life, and they said people don't beat the feds. This is a federal holding. Like my son in one right now, he in a federal holding. People don't beat the feds. That 2%, they gonna celebrate you. So the same jail they put Diddy in, thinking that the prisoners were gonna delete him. Y'all remember that? He ain't gonna make it. They gonna get him. They gonna crepe him. Oh, they waiting on Diddy. They praising him. The same people that was against him when he went in there, and it was Team Cassie, flipped, and now they Team Diddy. Only God do that. I'm just for real. Only God do. Where do that happen at? So y'all better start opening your eyes and recognize when God do something. Am I saying Diddy a saint? No. Am I saying Diddy is never going to pay for what he did? No. He still got to pay. When you ask God for forgiveness, people, he will forgive you. But that don't mean he's not going to make you pay. Do you understand? How many times you done stole your mama car or did something and got kicked out of school, didn't turn your homework in, and you say, Mama, I'm sorry. She, baby, I forgive you. You know, you only human. I understand. Mama understand. Now go in your room. You got 2 weeks punishment. But you said you forgave me. I do forgive you. I love you. Get in your room. The Lord do the same thing. I love you, Diddy. Thank you for waking up. You ain't on drugs. You love me. You done repented. All the bad things I know you did, I done threw it to the bottom of the sea. And I would never bring it back up again. But guess what? You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And it don't mean that I'm going to put you in prison. Maybe I just may take your fame from you. You don't need that. You need to be in church. I'm going to take your fame. Maybe I'm going to take your reputation in Hollywood where you can't go back to Hollywood. Now you got to come to church. Have you paid attention to that? His reputation tore down. God made it so you don't even have a reputation no more. It's destroyed. Now you got to stay with me. Now you got to focus on your kids. Now you got to do something productive. Hollywood is demonic, and I'm bringing you out, and you better thank me. He better run up out of Hollywood praising. If I was Diddy, y'all, for real, I'm dead serious. After what I've been through from the crooks, from Craigslist sex traffickers and workers, and this case, I wouldn't want the mansions. I wouldn't want them clothes, the car. I would start all over from scratch. I would sell all that mess or give it out. They would see me. You know what Diddy comeback could be? Diddy, you better listen to me. You know what his comeback could be? Diddy can go down on Skid Row in California and be the sharpest homeless people ever. He need to go down there and bless folks down there. He need to go build a community center and get people off Skid Row and feed the homeless and give cars out. They be like, damn, Diddy just been giving out cars and bless people. He can come back just like that from a different way. Because they would love him. The churches would be praising him. He'd be on the news. He'd come back just like that. And he got the resources. All you gotta do is call Kanye. Yeah. We finna do this. We finna clean up Skid Row. I promise you. See, our people don't be thinking, man. And I ain't saying to do it just to get recognition. I'm saying doing it because God saved you. Now it's time for you to save somebody. He might go save R. Kelly. I'm just for real. I wouldn't be shocked. Y'all heard it here first. Because he see firsthand what he just went through. So now he know what R. Kelly went through. And he got the money and R. Kelly don't. Diddy might get out and send his attorneys, go get R. Kelly. You don't think Diddy heard that he in jail dying, has got blood clots, and they treating him wrong, and he just Tasha K lawsuit he had against Tasha K, he just lost it. They canceled it, so he can't sue Tasha K because he was trying to sue her. She had got paperwork. I don't know if y'all heard this. Tasha K got paperwork from R. Kelly case, and she paid somebody to get it and released it to somebody or did something, and she wasn't supposed to have the paperwork allegedly. So R. Kelly was suing her, but I don't think he could prove it. He knew it, we knew it, but we couldn't prove it, so she got away with it. I'm just so glad I ain't that kind of blogger, y'all. I'm not trying to make money off people's demise. I'm too scared of God. It ain't I'm scared of the people. I'm too scared of the Lord. I'm too scared of karma. I'm not gonna do that. That's why I speak highly of Diddy. God did it. If God didn't do it, we'll see it. But right now, we're like, that's God's work. And I praise you, brother. Come out, do the right thing, do your thing. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you because I don't want nothing bad to happen to me. You ain't worth my salvation, Diddy. You're not. But this your girl, Nina, from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Latoya said my hairstyle really look nice. You know what? I like it, but I don't because when I go outside, I look like Michael Jackson on the Wiz. You can't win. It gets so big, I'm like, dang, stop it. The humidity, ooh, this shit is crazy. But guess what, y'all? We was on the side of town and we was taking care of some business, and I normally don't go to McDonald's. I said, I'm hungry, I get some fries and something to drink, because I was fat. They said don't tell nobody, but I was fasting all day until 6 o'clock. So I'm like, I had to put something on my stomach. I go in there, and it's a young Quinta oil. This young man had to be younger than, he was about 30. And he was on a laptop. He said, I walked in and he looked at me, and you know, they call them YNs. And I'm looking at him like, he ain't really a YN, he a little older. I'm looking at him like he looking at my hair. Oh my God, my hair must be swelled up. I go to the bathroom, I come out, he's still looking at me. I mean, he looking at me like I'm some eye candy though. So I buy my food and he jump up to open the door. He said, I like your hair. I said, you do? And he said, you really pretty. And then he started having a conversation. He said, I seen you somewhere before. I said, probably on YouTube. I run my mouth all day on YouTube. He said, I think that's where I saw you. Oh my God, you on YouTube? He got my YouTube channel. I don't know if he on here, but he got my YouTube channel. And I told him to let me know when he's on here, because I told him I need him to do Instagram for me. If he knew how to do Instagram. I said, I needed some help with Instagram. But I was flattered, young man. I was flattered that someone your age gave me a compliment. So that felt good, y'all. When you old and a young man give you a compliment, you need some cornbread and greens, baby. Some little butter bean. Yeah, my knee hurt. My knee hurt, baby. Let me read some of y'all comments. Happy birthday, KK. And guess who else's birthday it is? Happy birthday, Leon. Happy birthday, Leon. July the 12th. Happy birthday, Leon. It is 12:45 here. That means it's 11:45 in Chicago. You in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, guess what's about to happen, y'all? Leon is leaving the 50s. Bye, Leon. He's 6-0. You and me will never part. He gonna be bad as hell at me. Leon, boy, you got the hookup. You got the ARP card for real now. He told me, I ain't got no damn ARP. You go get them ARP cards in the mail. You need to take me to get some coffee at McDonald's. He gonna be pissed off at me, y'all. It said, hey, Nina. Her faith. What did it say? I ain't got my glass. These not my regular glass. I ain't even gonna put them on. It said, hey, Nina. I heard Faith being sued by someone for $100 million for Biggie rules. What? Who could be suing her for Diddy? Biggie though. Who? And she didn't even have Diddy royalties. His mama had them. And whatever she got, her son and his daughter, that stuff went to them. Mary said, we love you. I love you too, Mary. KK, Nina, thank you for sending me a birthday with my July 12th. You the same birthday, KK. You and Leon got the same birthday. Cancers, he's 60, you 43. That's awesome. That's awesome. Doris said, thank you, TK, but I am okay now. It was 23 years ago. What? Now I can truly say and mean this from the bottom of my heart. My son has got it made because he was a child of God. What I miss? I missed something. Latanya said, Miss Nina, that hairstyle really looks nice on you. Girl, thank you. Y'all know I look like Michael Jackson from the Wiz. Stop lying. TK. TK say double tap your phone and show you the live button. Boop, boop. Double tap that phone. 100 more people. Just hit your phone. Come on. Take a minute and just... See, you won't do it for me because I'm the one on live. Double tap your phone and it will hit the like. Mary said, amen, amen. Good vibes said, time out. Love said, God is the true judge. Amen. Cynthia, amen. Grandbaby in my arms. Good speaking. Oh, you got your grandbaby Sonny not here right now. And you know what? I'm such a grandmother. I've been worried about Sonny all day. He with his mama. I was asking my daughter, I said, I wonder, should I just take him some McDonald's and some snacks? She said, Mama, he okay. Well, he might want something else. You know? I need to go get my baby. Tabitha, hey Nina. I'm always looking forward to your lives. Thank you, Tabitha, TK. Make sure you push the like button. Good vibes, said right. Let me see. Trying to see what I can find. I see a lot of nice comments. TK don't be playing. I decided, said amen. TK said, hey, Latanya Palmer. Hey. Latanya, right? Doris, Nina, I know you want your son home, but sometimes we have to let God take the wheel. Give it to God and let him fix. Yes, amen. He's in a place where he okay now. He ain't on the streets. Because every time I heard a siren, it reminded me how my mama used to be. I said, oh, Lord, I never thought I'd see this day. I'd be worried about kids like this. I still got 3 children out here. You know, but most of the time, they in the house somewhere, you know. TK said, let's get the likes up. Archangel, good vibes said. KK, yes, he keeps blessing me. TK say, hey, Robin Wiggins. Okay, I want to answer any questions. You are already rich, Nina. Yes, I am. I am so happy and full. You know what, y'all? I just be talking. I am so blessed and I am so content with just my health and just breathing. I'm so glad I'm not attached to nothing. You know, some people just be so attached to things. I never was attached to things. My mother raised us that way. I can walk away from this house. God bless me with it, but if he take it away, I'll be all right because his will must be done. I done lost things several times. I'm still sitting here with no car. Well, I took my daughter's car from her because she was acting stupid. But my youngest daughter. But my car that I really cared about, the girl blew the engine. I still ain't got my own car yet, y'all. And I'm like, Lord, go give me a car in due time. Go give me a car in due time. Okay, and it's not because I'm 56 and I don't have my stuff together, y'all. I went through a bad divorce, and then I went through a case that was out of my wheel. I lost it back slowly but surely. Okay, Doris said he always said he wanted to be a preacher like his dad. My husband was our elder, and my husband died 5 years ago. 5 years later, who wanted to be a preacher like their dad? Your son? Diddy Daddy was a gangster. His daddy wasn't no preacher that I know of. Miss Doris said, Nina, I would love to go to the jailhouse to see my son. My son was a very humble child. At the age 26, my son, oh my God, fell. He died? Oh, he fell on the job right after he came from lunch with a massive heart attack. Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Miss Doris' son was at work. He was 26 and he fell at work from a massive heart attack and died. She said, I wish I could go to the jail to see my son. Thank you, Miss Doris, for humbling me. Wow. But you know what? I said that the other day. I said, Lord, it could be worse because a lot of people wish they could go visit their son. And a lot of guys I know that got out of prison, they said prison saved their life. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. God wills must be done. I am so sorry to hear that, Miss Doris. How long your son been gone? That is horrible. KK said X, the unknown. For Malcolm X, yeah. He's like, I'd rather have X as my name. Every man must kneel down. Joyce said, they give you a Bible in jail and the hospital. Yes, they do. It's right there. KK said, with many stripes. Yes, I plead the blood of Jesus over your son. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like this, Nina. What is a UMN hour with she's right. Y'all know I don't know what that mean, Marvin. What is US? Oh, woman and me. I don't know what that mean. Y'all know I'm slow. Joy said, my brother found the Lord when he was in jail, and now he is my pastor. Miss Joy, say it again. She said, Miss Joy said her brother found the Lord in jail. Now he's her pastor. Get out of here. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Miss Joy's brother was in prison. Now he's her pastor. And y'all gonna tell me God don't deliver people. Get out of here. I would love for your brother to be a guest on my show, Miss Joyce, to give his story. I love people like that. I mean, that's been through something and they turned their life around. I love it. Why would God want to be forgiven if he doesn't do anything wrong? I didn't get that one. That went over my head. Hey, Lisa Sullivan. How you say your name? I always used to, I couldn't say it when your brother worked with me. Stradivant. Lisa Stradivant. That's my girl, man. She one of my Facebook girls. Lisa always showing love. Patricia Perry. Hey, Freddie. I heard something about Shaq. What you hear about Shaq? I'm not surprised. They'll keep on talking about our celebrities, y'all. Get ready. This ain't nothing new. They'll keep on tearing them down. They want Diddy so bad, they finna send everybody at Diddy. I'm telling y'all. Every time you turn around, it's gonna be an allegation about Diddy. That liquor company is mad. Now they really mad that he embarrassed the feds. So they gonna keep messing with Diddy. If I was Diddy, I would leave the country. I wouldn't even want to be here no more. See, Diddy got money to move around. If I had money like Diddy, I wouldn't be in the United States. Man, I'll probably come and visit. Hey, how y'all doing? Gotta go. I'll be all over this world. I'll be just gone. He got money. He can go anywhere he want to go. That got to be a great feeling, though. That got to be a great feeling. What to say? Wow, thanks for sharing this about Shannon. I didn't believe that. No way. Yep, she didn't show up. It should be a forfeit, and if I was Shannon, I would sue the hell out of her. Nah, like I said, he don't need her money. I would prosecute her and Tony Busby. I would tell the prosecutor, prosecute them. I want them to go to jail for lying on me. Yep. But people believe it. Everybody dogged Shannon as soon as they heard it, and she didn't show up in court. They just knew she was telling the truth. R. Kelly lawsuit against Tasha K was dismissed. Yep, by the judge. He dismissed it. Sure did. Kevin. No black entertainer walks away with millions into the sunset after being, is it vampirous? You can't take it to your grave. You can't take it to your grave. And he said he's a jealous God, and some people make their money their God. He can't keep reliving the trauma. He will never heal. Nobody. If anybody going through anything for real, before I go, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let y'all go. You are such an inspiration, Miss Nina. Oh, I admire you. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you. Beautiful people. Y'all some beautiful people. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love. Right, sis. Make it make sense. Shaking my head. What propose you to do that? When people just say things, they need to think what they're actually saying. Heavenly Body said, shaking my head. What propose you to do that? When people just say things, they need to think. I don't know what she's saying. There must be something I had made a comment about. You got to enlighten me. I don't know what you're saying, honey. Aubrey. God is a creator, not man. Please get out of the plantation mindset. We don't know if Diddy did that way. He just like his P tapes up close. Huh? His P tapes up close and in person. How you know what Diddy like? Aubrey Allen. And you said God is a creator, not a man. So he never was a man. That's what you're trying to tell me? He never walked this earth? Huh? He never existed? I mean, what are you saying? With Jesus Christ, the Messiah, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nietzsche, what you want to call him? You can't get to the Father till you go through the Son, okay? Okay. So what is your point? You know, you people like Aubrey makes me mad because no matter how positive you try to talk, they try to find a negative to argue. You know, that cracks me up. She know what I'm saying. Or if this a man, I'm not sure. Aubrey, I don't know if you're a man or woman. But they always try to find a negative and a positive. All I'm saying is that had to be God to pull Diddy out the pit of hell. And you going against the grain saying get off the plantation. I'm not on no plantation, baby. Trust me, I'm woke. I'm very woke. You the one got the plantation mind. You the one stuck in the Willie Lynch letter. The making of a slave, because you want to find something to argue with a black person, and I assume you're black, because you got that crabs in the bucket mindset. And then after you check me, listen to this, y'all. After Aubrey checks me, you know what Aubrey says? Pretty much. She checking me like I don't know nothing about Diddy. Like, you don't know. You don't know that's what God did. When I'm watching what God did. But this is what Aubrey say. We don't know if Diddy was did that way. Because I said Diddy most likely was done that way. Hurt people, hurt people. Am I lying, folks? So she said, we don't know if he was did that way. Then she turned around and say, he just like his P tapes, up close and in person. Now we don't know if Diddy was did this way, but she know he just like P tapes. Do y'all see how people are? We don't know what the hell we talking about, but I know Diddy. Man, check yourself before you try to check me, because you will get your feelings hurt over here. Get the hell out of here with that dumb shit. Bye. Heavenly body, think about it. We all say, soon as somebody, wait. Heavenly body said, think about it. We all say, soon as somebody so some bad, what proposed you to do that? Is it supposed to be done some bad? Think about it. We all say something. I don't get that one, Heavenly. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Diddy was a product of his mom and his dad's sickness. I think that's a lot. That's some of it. You a product of your environment, and as you get older, yeah, that could have happened, but it ain't no excuse. Diddy couldn't come to me and say, well, the reason I'm like I am because of my mama and my daddy. I wouldn't take that as an excuse. You know why? Because I know a lot of people who are successful because of their mom and dad was horrible. They made it their business to be better than their mom and dad. They made their business to get out the circumstances that they were put in and was forced into and was born into. So it's too many people I know that run themselves out of those situations. They didn't use it for excuse. They used it for a footstool. So Diddy can never try to, yeah, we can say it maybe, but Diddy could never say, well, I'm like this because of my mom and dad. I'm like, first of all, you had too many options. You had too many way out. You had too many people that wanted to be around you, give you things and money. You had stuff that people dream about having. So if you stay stuck in that mentality because of your parents, that's a choice. You could have hired a counselor, a psychiatrist to live in your house, to follow you around and talk motivational speaking to you all day. You didn't even need a radio. You had your trainer come in that Cassie married while you didn't have somebody come in for your mind. You want to fix your body, but you don't want to fix your mind, Diddy. I'm not saying let Diddy off the hook. Y'all take it wrong. I'm saying I think he found God in that cell and God delivered him. Maybe God did that because he wanted him to do something. I don't know. And I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming something. And it's going to be proven. And then it'll show this. If Diddy get out and he curses his blessing, he going back. So don't be dismayed or thinking I'm just making up shit about Diddy. If Diddy don't do the right thing, he's going back. God will take him right back to that cell. So I hope he don't think he finna get out here and be all in the videos, baby oiled up, Craigslist again. It ain't finna happen for him no more. It's over. That lifestyle is over for him. Yep. Goodbye said drugs alter your thinking. It does. Nina Kid Cudi married some white woman named Lori. I ain't surprised. I'm surprised it ain't a white man, to be honest. And you know what they were saying, the rumor in Hollywood, that Kid Cudi really got on the stand to help Diddy and not Cassie. That's why he said Cassie played both of them. He said if she was there to help Cassie, he would have never said that. And I think Kid Cudi hated he ever met Cassie, to be honest. Hey, Miss Janice. I think he really hated he ever met her because he's like, shit, I want to be in all this stuff if it wasn't for Cassie. And that's what the ex-workers are saying. Damn it, she brought our name up. She told the prosecutor who we was. Now our families done seen the nasty shit we done did. Some of them, just think about it. Some of them workers are married now. They have children, and they got exposed from Cassie telling who they were, and then their wives probably sitting there like, you was sleeping with this dumb hoe with no condom. Are you crazy? So now they probably got problems at home. This why they coming after Cassie. She the one gave their names up. These people's living a private life, going about their business, and she done told they was on Craigslist. They white probably don't even know they was ever even on Craigslist. Just imagine people that was in a relationship at that time and they still with that person. And they didn't never know that. She just destroyed a relationship. So they like, oh, we suing you. We suing you. It said, oh my God, KK. Fluked up about them two girls. Huh? What two girls in Detroit? What happened to the two girls in Detroit? Y'all gotta fill me in. Y'all know I'm nosy. Dressed up like Chucky. Tell me what happened to the two girls in Detroit, people. What happened in Detroit? Okay, here we go. KK said, did you hear about a girl killed in Detroit? Oh, my daughter just told me that, y'all. I do know about that. The McDonald's girl. Did y'all hear that? She was, when she had work and her supervisor kept sending her home, and she got mad. She went home and got a pop powder, came and shot the supervisor, pop powder in the face and killed her. And you know, it was another, I don't know if he was a McDonald's worker, and I'm not sure what city it was. Somebody came in and wanted some extra ketchup. So he gave it to the customer. And I guess he was telling the customer that's 50 cents for two extra ones. And the customer's pretty much like, I'm not paying for this. And, boo, boo, boo. And the worker had a pow and reached out the window and piled that person to it and deleted them. Because they wouldn't pay 50 cents for some damn ketchup. These people are demonic and working under a dark cloud. I'm telling you, I'm starting to believe that the certain organization is getting in these kids' brain and operating through these children. These people are not normal people, man. It is some sick ass shit going on around here, and it ain't normal. And I watched it firsthand through my son, so I know it's something controlling these people. Something. You have to stay prayed up. You got to stay with the full shield of armor over you. Ask God to protect your mind, people, because when you lose your mind, the body is going to follow. You don't have nothing without your mind. Why do you think people go brain dead, they pull the plug? Without that brain, it's over. So you got to protect it, and then you got to feed your mind like you feed your body every single day. Feed yourself some knowledge. Half y'all don't even read. When you meet somebody, you know how you know if you're compatible with somebody and if that person on the right track. Ask them, what's the last book you read? When the last time you read a book? If they say high school, keep on going. They're not feeding their mind. If you don't lose it, if you don't use it, you lose it. You gotta study. You gotta show yourself approved. You gotta constantly learn something. I don't care if you learn a new craft today. You know, learn how to mix a paint color with it. Learn something every single day. When the Lord said renew your mind daily, he meant that. You're not supposed to have the same mentality every single day. That's why sometimes I flip-flop and y'all be like, you flip-flopping? No, I just renewed my mind. I didn't think like that yesterday, but today I'm thinking like that because yesterday I was wrong. You know, I did some research. I found I was wrong, so I renewed my mind. You know, I ask God all the time, show me something that I missed. Teach me something I don't know. And if I was wrong about somebody, give me the strength to be a strong enough woman to apologize. Half these people about Diddy, they know they was wrong, but they ain't never apologize. Oh, hell no. They ain't never going to apologize. They just going to blame the jurors for saying they got paid. You know what I'm saying? They going to make up other lies saying he's trying to break out of jail. They'll keep the lie going. I promise y'all on everything I love, if Diddy would have been found guilty on all charges, I would have got on this thing on phone and said, dang, well, they got him. Diddy gone, y'all. I pray for them kids. I wouldn't have got on here. They're wrong. You know, even though I probably would feel like this case was weak as hell. I would say that this case was weak as hell. They hemmed him up, but he's done. That's just how I would feel. That's exactly how I would feel. And if they come on here tomorrow and they show me some victims and they prove that Diddy did it, I'm riding with the victim. Stop acting like I'm just riding with Diddy because he did. You know, they show me some shit. I'm riding with that. Oh, wow, you did that, Diddy? Okay, you finna pay. That's just who I am. I'm sorry. Knowledge is the key. Keep learning. Okay. We're against good and evil. Yep. KK said we're against good and evil. The battle is the Lord. It's called Battlefield of the Mind. Do y'all know your mind is a battlefield? Joyce Meyer wrote a book called Battlefield of the Mind. Your mind is a battlefield. You constantly fighting against your mind, temptations, the flesh, what's right, what's wrong. Your mind is a battlefield. You constantly got to fight against something every day, and only strong survive. Only the strong survive. You can't be weak out here in this wicked world and give in to temptations. You cannot. You can't sit here and see what other people have, and then your flesh want it, and you give in. That's why a lot of people are victims to Diddy. They want what Diddy have. They want that lifestyle he had, any means necessary. So I'm going to entertain Diddy, and I'm going to go to his parties. I'm going to be cool with him because I want to be around successful people. But some people just ain't worth being around. If you be around a lot of celebrities, you will feel the black cloud in the air. Trust me, you will feel the smog. You be like, something ain't right. Their energy is off. And then you start looking at them, you looking in their eyes, and they start looking kind of weird. You're like, let me get away from these people. They ain't what I thought they was. I gotta go. You start feeling unease. And then they might not like you because the God in you is tolling up the demons in them. And that's from your everyday friends, y'all. When people don't like you for no reason, your God in you is making the demons in them mad. Hey, you ever met somebody like, why do you don't like me? I don't know. Because the God in you. I'm telling you. Lisa, they got married in Vegas. Who got married in Vegas, Lisa? She said somebody got married in Vegas. Stay strong, y'all. Temptations. All right, y'all. Y'all been on here with me long enough, and y'all been doing good by the likes. Everybody, the last few people, can y'all push your screen? If y'all haven't pushed the screen, tap it 3 times. Boop, boop, boop. Everybody on 3, tap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm waiting. I see one person did it. Boop, boop, boop. I can see who doing it. Everybody watching, tap your screen 3 times. 3 people done did it. Come on, share some love. Tap it 3 times. I need about 40-some more people to tap their screen. Do y'all know if y'all tap your screen 3 times while y'all watching somebody, that y'all gonna hit the Mega Million tomorrow? You bet. If you don't believe me, you better tap that screen. I'm watching. I'm on PC. Oh, she on the PC. So do you know how to push the thumbs up on your PC? Mary, when you tap 3 times, did you see a thumb go up? Oh, it's 2 times. 2 times. Miss Joyce said it's 2 times. Pop, pop. Do the thumb, Lisa, did the thumb go up? That's all I want to know. When you tap your screen 2 times, what happened? Somebody tapped their screen and then took it back. Oh my God, y'all fall. Okay, TK said yes, it does. Okay, TK, that's what we're going to tell people to do. Tap their screen. I'm going to start tricking people. I'm like, whatever you do, don't tap your screen twice because I'm going to lose subscribers. And they're going to be like, what just happened? You got to tell them you're going to lose something. That's the only way they going to do it. whatever y'all do, do not tap your screen twice because y'all gonna make me get in trouble. I'm gonna get 100 people hitting the screen like, ugh. We learn something new every day, don't we? Technology is awesome. Who on here know AI? Robin said, hey sis, what's up? Yeah, bless you and your family. Thank you. Who know about AI? Who know how to do Canva? I know y'all got to know more than me. Who know how to do Instagram? Who know how to do TikTok? I need people to help me. Okay, Charles said, Charles, what you know how to do? You know how to do AI? I need an AI class, y'all. And I want to master AI because AI finna take over. I know how to do chat GPT a little bit. But I want to learn how to do Canva and AI. Gloria, you know how to, what you know how to do? Tell me what y'all know how to do. Do y'all know how to, where is it? Let me see, can I find it? Y'all know how, clubs be having, hold on, y'all. Let me get my big old luggage purse. Where is it? Let me see, do I have it? Dang, I can't find it. It's like a flyer business card. They be real pretty. Y'all know what I'm talking about? They be glossy. Y'all know how to do those on Canva? It said ask Google. Google tell you, but they don't. I'm a hands-on person. I need somebody to really show me how to do stuff. Hold on. Charles said DM him. Charles, send me your information on USW616 at Gmail. USW616 at Gmail. Are you my Facebook friend? Nina Mayberry on Facebook. I got like 5 pages. Look for the one with the braids and the cowboy. That it really ain't no cowboy hat, but I have a hat on. Any one of those pages, or is one I got a ponytail and I'm really close to the screen. Shopify. Who know how to? KK, you do Shopify? KK, you better not tell me you do Shopify. Do you make money with Shopify? Tell me who making money online off AI, Shopify, Instagram. Who making money off these platforms? I need to know. Gloria says she don't know about AI, but you know how to do Canva. So you know how to do Instagram and TikTok. Shoot, y'all got me a little team right here. I might have to start networking with y'all. Maybe I can do Zoom, and we can have some Zooms and help each other with some stuff. That'd be hot, wouldn't it? It help people get money, give a Zoom class, and somebody can teach something. Wouldn't that be nice? Because shit, how hard times getting, where we need to learn from each other. It's so many ways to make money online, y'all, and we not doing it. We missing a lot of money. We leaving too much money on the table. This phone we got in our hand and that computer, gold mine. A gold mine. So, KK, do you do Shopify? Who do Shopify? Who build websites? Who print T-shirts? I know I got people here from every walks of life. Y'all gotta know y'all know how to do all this stuff. I rapped when I first came out. Wait, I rapped when I first came on. Okay. Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to go, but I'm trying to sell products. That's what I want to do, KK. I used to have a Shopify years ago, and I used to do drop shipping, and I want to get back into it, but Shopify is so tedious and time consuming. It took me probably 2 months to build my site. I want to pay somebody to do Shopify. I don't want to do it. For real, I don't want to do it. Charles said friends are making 30K. What? Doing what, Charles? What are they doing? It said, Nina, when are you going to start your clothing online business? I'm trying to get there, Miss Gloria. I don't have no help to do nothing. Zoom is easy. I know how to do Zoom. I ain't that slow, Miss Joyce. I know how to do Zoom. I just got to set up a time we all can meet and talk. They make $30,000 monthly. Okay, Trey said I make jewelry. What? Charles said I have your. Will you send me your number, Charles? What's up, gorgeous? Hey. What do your friends make? Charles said he got friends that make 30,000 a month. What do they do, Charles? So I can do it. Your girl need a car. I gotta pay for my baby attorney fast, and I don't like asking people for money. You know, people support my channel and everything, but if I can find a way to help him fight by drop shipping, by doing something, I mean, I'd rather do it that way to get my money because times are hard. Joyce said, okay, then you can talk to my pastor. Miss Joyce, send me your phone number. Who has a deliverance pastor? You know, all pastors don't do deliverance. I need a pastor I can send my baby information to. He can pray. And I want a deliverance pastor. I want one to go up there and see him, but y'all not in, a lot of y'all not in my area. So I'm looking for a deliverance pastor here in Michigan that can go see my son. Charles said I'll help you. What? Do not play with me, Charles. Wow. You have a fabulous weekend too, Miss Mary. I'll be back on here in the morning. Charles said, yes, we all can do it, Charles. God is wonderful. Your hair is so pretty. Thank you. Welcome. Look, Charles, what do your friends do? Do they you know what I really want to do, y'all? I know I didn't change the subject, but when I get to talk about money, I get excited. They say, Lori said, I do Canva. Oh my goodness, y'all are serious? Flyers, banners, business cards, book. Lori, please, Lauren, inbox me at USW616. Send me your phone number. Because I went to Chat GPT to do my ebooks. And then I did the cover, but I'm like, how do you make the hard covers? Do you send them to Amazon? How do you make money off the ebooks? They say you make a lot of money with ebooks. Do you know how to do ebooks? I need to know this. It said, what about the pastor church you was at? I left a message for that pastor because he's supposed to be a deliverance pastor. And matter of fact, I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I might drive over to Muskegon because you know the lady that prayed. Did y'all see me getting prayed for when she was praying for Gino? I believe her prayers was one of the reasons why he stopped and started praying that day. And I want her to know that. She prayed so hard for my son. And I believe her prayers was answered. And I want her to know that. And I want them to go. He go to court on Monday for a hearing. And I really would love some pastors there. I really would. So Monday at 10 a.m., y'all I need y'all good energy sending it to Grand Rapids for me, for my son. Doris said, Nina, my husband and I been in business over 20 years and we did great. But since COVID, people don't dress up anymore. And we still, what? You still in the shopping, but do you have a store or are you online? Miss Doris, you got a store, you online, and what city are you in?